All right, let's get into this because honestly, my blood is still boiling. You see this car? This is the BMW M8 Competition Grand Coupe. A monster. A beauty. A 617 horsepower, twin-turbo V8 land missile that can hit 60 miles an hour in about 3 seconds. It looks like $1 million, and it almost costs it too. We're talking around $170,000 fully kitted out. $170,000. For that kind of money, you expect perfection, right? You expect to be pampered, to be blown away by every little detail. Well, buckle up, buttercups, because BMW seems to think that for $170,000, you should still be reaching into your wallet for stuff that would be standard on cars costing half this much. I'm not even kidding. Today, we're not just reviewing the M8. We are exposing what I can only describe as a high-end, leather-trimmed, carbon fiber accented, well, let's just say, a daylight robbery of your expectations. This is going to infuriate you. So, let's set the scene. You've just dropped the kind of money that could buy a decent house in some places on this M8. You admire its stunning lines, that aggressive stance, the massive 20-inch wheels, the optional $8,500 carbon ceramic brakes with those gorgeous gold calipers peeking through. You slide into these beautiful, supportive merino leather seats, grip the perfect M steering wheel, and that V8 growls to life. You hit the gas, and wham! The acceleration pins you to your seat. It's intoxicating. The ZF 8-speed transmission shifts like lightning. The handling, with its M adaptive suspension and M Sport differential, is sharp, precise. This thing feels like it could devour continents. It's an absolute thrill. You're thinking, this is it. This is the peak. And then you try to park this 200-inch long beast in a tight spot. You look for that 360-degree camera view, the one that gives you that bird's eye perspective, the one that's pretty much standard on any luxury SUV or sedan these days, let alone a flagship performance coupe that costs as much as a small yacht. And what do you find? It's optional. You have to pay extra for it. Are you serious, BMW? I'm trying to maneuver nearly 4,500 pounds of German engineering worth $170,000, and you want me to fork over more cash just so I don't scratch those beautiful wheels or that carbon fiber splitter? My jaw literally hit the floor. That's not a feature. That's a basic necessity at this price. But oh, it doesn't stop there, my friends. Not by a long shot. You're on a long drive, settling into this Grand Coupe, ready for some grand touring. You think, let me just turn on the adaptive cruise control, let the car handle the spacing in traffic. Nope, that'll be another optional package, thank you very much. I mean, come on. Adaptive cruise control is on a Toyota Corolla, and on a car that costs more than my entire education, BMW thinks it's a luxury add-on? What planet are they on? For $170,000, I expect this car to not only maintain a safe distance, but also probably compose a sonnet about the journey. And then there's the pampering, or rather, the lack of it in one key area. You've got heated seats, ventilated seats, which is great. But after a long day or during that grand tour, you're dreaming of those massaging seats to work out the kinks. You know, the kind you find in a Mercedes S-Class, or even some high-end American SUVs? Well, dream on. The M8 Competition Grand Coupe, this pinnacle of BMW Grand Touring, doesn't even offer them. Not optional, not standard, just absent. It's like inviting someone to a five-star banquet and then telling them they have to bring their own cutlery and maybe the main course too. It's infuriating. You look around the cabin, and yes, there are beautiful materials. The carbon fiber trim is exquisite. The iDrive 7 system, while not the latest iDrive 9, works well with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's a head-up display. But these omissions, These blatant cash grabs for features that should be absolutely unequivocally standard at this price point, it feels disrespectful. It feels like BMW is relying so heavily on that blue and white roundel, on that little M badge, that they think they can get away with anything. Okay, okay, deep breaths. Let's play devil's advocate for a nanosecond. BMW would argue this is an M car. It's a driver-focused machine. It's all about performance, not fluffy extras. And yes, the performance is undeniable. It's a weapon. But does being a driver's car mean you can't have a 360 camera to protect your investment? Does it mean adaptive cruise is somehow going to dilute the purity of your Autobahn missile? That's nonsense. These are features that enhance the ownership experience of a $170,000 car regardless of how fast it goes. It's about value, and frankly, the value for features proposition here feels broken. So here's the twist. The part that makes this whole situation even more maddening, even more mozaiki, in a really frustrating way. Despite feeling like BMW's accountants personally went through my pockets while I was distracted by the shiny carbon fiber, the damn car is still ridiculously good to drive. That twin-turbo V8 is a masterpiece of internal combustion. The way it delivers power, the sound it makes, even if a bit muted for some. The sheer relentless shove it gives you is addictive. The chassis is brilliant. You point it, it goes, it grips, it turns, it makes you feel like a driving god. It's so good at the core M-car stuff that it creates this insane internal conflict. You're furious about the missing features, you feel cheated on the value front. But then you find a clear stretch of road, you unleash those 617 horses, and for a fleeting moment, you almost forget. Almost. But not quite. Because every time you try to park it, or every time you're on a long, boring highway stretch, those missing features slap you right back to reality. It's like being in a five-star relationship with someone who is brilliant, gorgeous, exciting, but constantly forgets your birthday and expects you to pay for every date. So, is BMW robbing you with the M8 competition Grand Coupe? In terms of expected standard luxury and convenience features for your $170,000, absolutely, unequivocally, yes. It's a masterclass in how to make a spec sheet look good while making your options list even better for their bottom line. Does it mean it's a bad car? No, it's a phenomenal driving machine. But it's a phenomenal driving machine that comes with a hefty dose of, "Are you kidding me?" It's for the person who prioritizes that M badge and that explosive V8 above all else, and who has not only deep pockets for the car itself, but even deeper pockets for the options that should have been included from the start. For me, it's a bitter pill. An amazing car, an amazing engine, an amazing chassis, all wrapped up in a pricing strategy that feels less like luxury and more like a shakedown. BMW, you built a stunning monster, but you forgot that even monsters need to offer value, especially when they cost this much. Fix it. Your customers, and this car, deserve better. What do you guys think? Am I overreacting, or would you feel just as infuriated? Let me know in the comments. This one needs a serious discussion.